find someplace to eat in town and we'll go on the beach. Look at that one. You coming in or are you coming out?
Coming out.
Okay. I'm gonna raise the tailgate.
Yeah. Down. Coming down. We're taking the camper off the truck today. That's the mission. We're in Todos Santos at a place we've stayed at before. We're planning on being here for a while, long enough to justify taking the camper off. And then we can drive around in the truck. Leave the camper here. This is Molly. Molly was here the first time we stayed at the trailer park. Oh, what's that, Molly? I picked some flowers. Yeah, check that out.
You can't eat these.
Molly's owner lived in the park and he was sick and he died. And then these other people took Molly who were staying here and now they're back too. And Molly comes back with them. She's definitely queen of the trailer park. Now she's Canadian too. Molly. It's morning in Baja. Turn the light off. Dark in the truck camper. But here we go outside. Okay, I just want to share with y'all the morning sounds of where we are at. Still pretty dark out. It's before 7 o'clock. It's a little bit chilly too, honestly, when you get used to it being warm and sunny during the day. There's Dave over here.
Busy talking to assholes on the internet.
Okay. Dave is using, someone actually has Wi-Fi here in the park, the trailer park where we're at, and so they let us use it. Anyway, it doesn't work very well, but it's better than nothing. Got some laundry going here. It's been very humid, so it's taking usually about 2 days for the laundry that I do to dry. Pretty quiet in the trailer park. Quite a few people here. It comes and goes as far as numbers of people. Now the light has come out more, so we can see better. And what is Dave doing? He's roasting coffee beans. I only had one coffee so far this morning. I'm pretty disappointed about that.
Slacking.
I know. Dave comes down to Baja and just turns into a slacker. I've shown this trailer park before in a previous year that we were here. But a little bit has changed. Some things remain the same. We're in a different spot this year. We were, the last time we were here, we were down on the lower level, and now we are on the upper level, right across from the glorious bathroom facilities, which we're happy to have. As long as I have the camera out, and I'm videoing this morning, I'll just walk out to the street, have a look, show you kind of the perspective here. Ooh, look at the big water puddle down there. That's from that rain. Oh, and that's a bunch of people down at the hostel. There's a hostel down the road. And yeah, this is usually the way we go out and go down when we want to go to the downtown area, Dave and I. Then there's a little tienda or store, maybe 1 block up here that we go get things at. And then if we keep going straight up this road all the way to the main paved road, that's the way we go when we want to go to Aldo's, which is the weight room, the gym. It's just basically a bunch of mostly weights. But anyway, Dave and I joined the gym, and we have been going there every morning for 5 or 6 days a week. Anyway, that has been good. It's very nice to have that. Here's the sign for the El Litro. I think it might have used to have said that there were 4 showers, but now there's 1. Bamboo thicket. This is a big mango tree, but it's not mango season, so there's nothing in it. This is the neighbor guy here to the El Litro, and he has got a beautiful garden going on in there, and these are banana trees in the front. Oh, there's some bananas right there. Anyway, he sometimes sells stuff out in front of his house, so you can go there and get some yummy yums. He's got papayas growing over there. He's got a whole bunch of tomatoes, boy. Dave's got the beans smoking. Hi everyone, that pretty much does it for the video portion of the filming that I did while we were at the El Litro, and I thought that I would add this part to the end to just sort of give more of a review about the place, seeing as how we have spent months there at the El Litro now and have a pretty good grasp of what's going on at that location. The thing that's nice about El Litro is its location. Like, there is nowhere else in Todos Santos that you are going to find to stay that is any cheaper, that has a bathroom and a shower, that is so close to everything. Like, you can literally walk easily to the downtown area where all the restaurants are. You can walk to a store and go shopping for your groceries and stuff. There just isn't any other place like it for RVs in Todos Santos. There's a beach you can go camp on, but then you're, completely on your own. You've got no amenities. And then there also is a hostel down the street, but Dave and I checked that out. It's more expensive. The facilities are a little nicer, but, it also is pretty small. Like, even our truck would have a hard time fitting into the hostel. I could see like vans maybe and really small RVs being able to be there, and the hostel is only a few blocks down the road from the El Litro. Now, the El Litro is probably not even a 1-star place. It is maybe a quarter-star kind of place. We like the El Litro, and we are so grateful that it's there, and we are grateful for the time that we were able to spend in that area there and do so for a very economical price. I hate to say prices because things can change, so you can't really hold me to it, but at the time we were staying there, we were paying on a monthly basis, and it was costing us about $145 US per month to stay there. So that included a spot with full hookups. We were not using the electricity there, so I don't know if that would make a difference in the monthly price, but we did use the water and we had access to the sewer. We weren't hooked into it because our camper doesn't have a bathroom, but it was nice to have the hole there because we just dumped our gray water bucket. We have a bucket under our sink. And we would dump that into the sewer pipe. So El Litro is not fixed up. The bathrooms are not gross, but they're also not like sparkling clean. During the high season, when there's people, it's more like active. There's someone who comes about once a week to clean the bathrooms, but we were there after the high season was over, and then also the pandemic started and nobody was cleaning the bathrooms, and if the bathrooms were going to be cleaned, somebody else was going to have to volunteer to do it, which during the time that we were there, I was cleaning the bathroom on a weekly basis, and I didn't have a problem with that. It was fine with me. There's trash laying around, there's debris. It's not a gorgeous, beautiful, manicured place. That being said, it is lovely. There's palm trees, there's flowering plants, there's, it has plants and stuff. It's just not really manicured and kept up. So depending on your level of, I don't want to say pickiness, but your expectations of the kind of place you want to stay, it might not be for you. While we were there during the before the pandemic started and people were coming and going, there was one spot at the very end of the road that had been infested with sand fleas, and unfortunately they kept trying to put people there, and the people would quickly find out about the fleas, and nobody wants to be in a spot where there's sand fleas and then the sand fleas get in your camper, and so some people were getting kind of upset about that. And some people just left, and they had other spots, that they could have moved into, and they didn't. And I noticed online that some people were going afterwards and saying that the entire campground was infested with fleas, and that is not accurate. That was never the case. That has never been the case in the 2 years that we've been down at the El Litro. But, that one particular spot, it just had a problem, and they were treating it with something, and finally, I guess they killed the sand fleas or whatever, they went away, but unfortunately a few people got put into that spot and just were very upset about it, went online and made like really bad reviews about flea infestation. Let's see, what else? The owner of the place does not live on the premises, but there's a manager, and they do live on site, and they're very nice people, helpful, but they may be moving out. So I don't know what's going to happen with the El Litro in the future, if Pepe and Sylvia, that's the two managers, if they go and move out. But I don't know. This was 2019, 2020, whenever we were last there. The El Litro, yeah, for us, it's totally fine. For some people, it's not going to be where you want to stay long term. We ended up staying there this last time longer than what we had thought because of the pandemic. And, it wasn't a bad place to be during that time. The stuff slowed down, and it definitely wasn't the high season anymore, and they stopped filling the propane tank for the bathroom. So those of us who wanted to use it, we took up a collection to buy propane so we could have hot water. So that's the kind of stuff that is kind of you never know about the El Litro, what exactly the amenities are going to be. It's just not a top-notch, run like a tight ship kind of place. So it's something to keep in mind. But for the price and the location, there's no other place like it in that area at all. So that's about it. If you have any comments or questions that you would like to ask or add down below, please do so. I'm happy to try to answer them as best I can. I will leave a link in the description to the video that I did in the previous year, where I do a little more walking around ground level to show more of the camp. And please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. All of these things are so helpful to our channel. It helps our videos show up more on YouTube. So if you would like to help us out that way, we really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, y'all.